Hi, and welcome back to Milgat Farms. Today we're going to be fixing a main line. We got a couple of bear bites. We need to take a section out and put a new section in. Let's get going. Let me show you what's going on. See that right there? That's bear bite. And he bit from here over. So I'm going to have to isolate that lateral right there by putting this device right here on it up at the tree. Then we're going to cut it and section this piece in. It would definitely be nice to have found this before we started tapping, but I didn't see it. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Huh. Now, that's off. That's funny. Okay. All right, before I clamp this thing, we're using one of these tools right here. It's called a chamfering tool. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a chamfer right on the inside of this pipe here and the other one that we're gonna put on there as well. What it's doing is it's just keep creating a little bit of a ramp so that my fitting can get in here. Okay, now we can clamp this guy on and get the other piece ready as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's where it needs to be. We gotta get our other piece now. We want to be somewhere about here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Should be close, but doesn't have to be quite perfect. There we go. So for that to work, all right. Now we gotta do the same thing with this one. There's an outside and an inside chamfer. We want to use the inside chamfer and make a nice little ramp for it to go up. Then we're gonna go get our fitting. Stick our fitting in, and we might not have to heat it up. How cool would that be? All right, let's see what that's doing. Now what I'm going to do is start it, get one barb in, I can. Yep, there's one barb in. So when I get my impact up here, it'll work better. Now, a little heat will help this work, but I can't use heat on that side. One side's going up, the other side's not. Here we go. Yep. All right. We're at the edge. Pull it off. Go backwards. We need to go backwards. And since we still need a little bit of heat to get this one up. That's where we want it, right there. We don't have to, but we're going to tighten at least one of the pipe clamps. Out. Here we go. That's all we need. We need to clamp on this side first. Oh, we haven't chamfered it yet. Oh boy. Okay, so get our chamfer tool out. Now, something interesting to note. This water is frozen. That does not have a lot of sugar in it. What's left in it that's not frozen has a lot more sugar content. And this is the tool. It's got a inside chamfering and an outside chamfering. We want to chamfer the inside. We may have to cut this thing. Yeah, we're going to cut this pipe back some. It's not far back enough yet. Okay. I cut the pipe back a little bit. Now I'm going to chamfer with the inside. That's the inside of the chamfering tool. All you do is just push it on there. I like to hold it up in the air so I'm not getting soaked with that nice juicy water. All right, let me see where that other one is. All right, so I did chamfer this one. And so what you can see is it's 90 degrees there. That's a 45 degree right there. Now that that's done, we can connect our tool to both sides. All right. Now watch me knock that camera over. That'd be funny. Not really, right? All right. Now we're going to take up a little bit of slack here, and this is going to be a guesstimate at best. We'll be able to pull that out, no problem. Let me see. Yeah, we'll just go with it. All right. Now, I'll save that for a future repair, unfortunately, because we have too many bears. Let's chamfer this guy. It's dry, thankfully. The better the chamfer, the easier that thing's going to slide on. That doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. As you saw in the first one, it didn't want to go on. It's pretty good chamfer. All right. Okay, both sides got it. Let's go get a fitting. I'm going to put these pipe clamps on. I put them on in opposite directions, meaning one screw's facing this way, one screw's facing the other way. So I feel like I can get them a little bit tighter on there. Now, with this guy up in here, it's going to be a challenge. What we could do, we could heat this one side that we don't have any water in. Now that makes more sense. Yeah. Way more sense. Okay, another bite. Okay. There we go. That's it. I'm gonna put this tool back. Get ready to reconnect. Way to get this in is you just kind of wiggle it a little bit, just like that. A little bit of wiggling, it goes over both the barbs. All right, that's good there. Let's get all these guys. All right, there's that. So you may not need 2 clips on here or 2 hose clamps, but hose clamps are relatively cheap, so it doesn't really cost too much for that little added insurance. All right, there's that. Now, Yep. Now all you got to do is you take these two wires and you put them together like so. You hook them together with this little device here, this tool here, clamp together, hold it tight, and a quick spin. And that's it. And we're gonna do that for both sides. Oh golly, I'm gonna fall and kill myself again. What we're doing, again, we're spinning those guys around, lining up the holes, put it in, grabbing, quick twist, done. And that's all you have to do to fix a main line. It's pretty simple, but the hardest part is just trying to get them both together. And that's where that red tool really comes in handy. All right, that was a pretty easy repair. Although it took a little bit of time, I much rather would have found it earlier in the season. But unless you put your hands on those lines and walk them all the way to the top, you never find them. It's usually when you put vacuum on it. We actually missed vacuum testing this year. And now we're tapping. And of course, in tapping, once we get our sensors on the very end, we can test the vacuum. But in this case, we could visually see it. So now it's all fixed. I'm gonna make some other adjustments to the lines, and then I'm gonna show you how we do this. Let me see if I can find it. In my next video, I'm gonna show you how we plastic weld these fittings onto the main line. It's really cool. Hey, thanks a lot for watching the video. Do consider giving us a thumbs up. And until next time, God bless you.